Hello and welcome to jasonnewland.com. My name's Jason Newland and this is Let Me Bore You to Sleep. Oh, please only listen when you can safely close your eyes. I'm sorry about the backdrop. It's a bit rubbish in it. Maybe I'll try and add in a background in post-production. Maybe add a dinosaur or something. So today is the 14th, Tuesday the 14th of October 2025. This is Trivia Tuesday. So I'm making a video today, which I don't normally do. And it's warm in here, blimey. I've basically got the curtains, the soundproof curtains drawn over. I've got no natural light in here whatsoever. Got a lamp over there and another light over there. All I'm hoping is that it's fairly quiet and light enough. Other than that, yeah, you know. Ooh. I'll unplug this just in case it's buzzing. No, it's not. Oh, lovely. Stop it. Vinnie is over there. I've just given him a bone to chomp on, but he's not, for some reason, not bothered with it. Not quite sure what he's doing. I want to find a way to not have the light in my glasses. I mean, there's a way of doing it, and that's to not wear glasses, but then I can't see a thing. And I have no eyes when I don't take my glasses off. See? So, cousin doesn't really work. It'd be alright for like 5 or 10 minutes. But after, you know, it would be difficult because I've been looking at the computer screen. I need my glasses on for that. I wouldn't be able to see which way I was facing. I might do it with my glasses and realise I've been facing the curtains the whole time. Honestly, my eyesight is not great these days. I did the video and then I realised I was outside. Okay, so I'm going to do the Trivia Tuesday. So the idea behind these recordings, for those that have never listened or watched before, is simply to give you an opportunity to just unwind, relax, chill out, take some time out of your day, maybe listen when you're ready to go to sleep. Maybe you watch or listen when you just want to relax. It could be used for various things, or maybe you want to feel better about your own appearance, so looking at me for an hour, you'll feel better. Or perhaps you just enjoy listening to my squeaky voice. Whatever it is, then, you know, whatever benefit you get, that's a good thing. So, as I said, I'm Jason Newland. My website is jasonnewland.com. I have a Facebook group called Jason Newland's Boring Group, where all my top fans worldwide, all 3 of them, gather together and tell me how wonderful I am. So please join that group. That last bit wasn't true, but please, join if you like. And I always post my latest recordings on there so you know that they've been released, just in case Apple Podcasts or whatever has not released them on time. What other things can I say? Oh, Vinny's now chewing the bone. That's nice. It's not an actual bone. It's kind of this... I don't know what it is. So I don't know what else to say really as an introduction. Every recording I do 6 versions. One without music, one with music. Just the length of the recording. Then I do 5 and 10 hour versions with and without music. They get injected into the podcast system, so they're available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Castbox, you name it, they're there, they're everywhere. And also you can listen on my YouTube, my actual website, jasonnewland.com, or you can go to my YouTube channel and you can also either listen or watch the video. Now, I don't know how long for, but it's been a while. Let me check this out. For quite a while, I haven't made any actual YouTube videos, but they have been uploading the podcasts to YouTube. Now, that's okay to a degree, but the problem is, I mean, I occasionally get a recording that's fairly popular. So I had one, it was number 1456, Let Me Bore You. Really, Vinny? Did you have to flap your ears right that moment? So number 1456, Let Me Bore You to Sleep. That's took off for some reason. That's a 5 hour version. But Vinny, try and keep away from all the wires. He's underneath the desk, which is where all the wires are going to this thing, you know, to the microphone, and I'm sure he's determined to sabotage me. Winds me up sometimes. See, I can't have the camera on a tripod because he will knock the tripod. He has to do it. He can't not do it. Quite often he'll actually lay on the tripod, which wobbles it. He's knocked tripods over before. I don't know why, but I'm enjoying saying the word tripod. Who'd have thought that'd happen? So I'm just going down to see when the last time I did a video. I mean, I did make a video a while back, probably a month ago, and I had a lot of trouble uploading it. Just, I don't know why, but it was difficult to get it uploaded, and in the end I just gave up. I was so angry. I've never been that angry. So I kind of gave up on the whole idea of it. It's easier just to do audio, which it is. It is easier to just make a podcast, talk into a microphone, audio. Easy. Not easy, but easy than doing a video, because it's half as much work and probably takes probably 60% less time, all in all, because the video processing, uploading, the time of that is quite monumental. I mean, it's what, 14 minutes past 4 p.m. And let's say if I do an hour of this video, I'll be lucky to have it uploaded onto YouTube by 11 o'clock. Seriously, to actually have it available for people to listen to or watch, because it's a very time-consuming process. Oh, here we go. The last time I did a Let Me Bore You to Sleep video was on it was number 1430. Bearing in mind this recording is now 1462. So yes, there's quite a few ago. And that was on the 6th of September 2025. But why was it published on the 9th of December? I don't know. By the way, if you're thinking, oh, this is boring, that's good. It's supposed to be boring. If you're thinking, oh, this is interesting, well, good. That's not a bad thing, is it? If you think, oh, this is just going to send me to sleep listening to this bloke, good. Or if you think, it's just nice to have company, and it's a good. Or you might be thinking, especially as we go through time, I don't mean during this recording, but over the next weeks, months, years, it's nice to have a human being on the screen and not AI. So, because there's going to be a lot, I could clone myself now. This could all be done, well, not all, because it wouldn't be me. But I could do if I learn how to do it, it can be done, like a cloned video. The thing is, the reason it's me, firstly, it's on my channel. And you'll see this video on my website as well. Secondly, if I was going to do a video and a clone, I wouldn't have it look like me. Why would I have this face if I could have a different face on camera? You know what I mean? So I would definitely have it's hard to believe, but possibly a more handsome version. I don't know, hard, very, almost like, no, there couldn't be a more handsome version of that. Maybe. That's how you know. That's how you know if this is real or AI. It's because it's me. And you will see me grow old during the podcast. You'll actually see me as I talk, just getting greyer and older and wrinklier. And if you want to look on my YouTube channel, there are thousands of videos. And this is a relatively new channel, but I started YouTube 2007. And I had a channel till about 2013, which was quite a fairly successful channel. And then I deleted it. I had a bit of a mental thing happened, and I just left. Because I've got bipolar and stuff, so I kind of just had a bit of a brain fart is a good description of it. And then I've had a few channels over the years, but I really didn't bother with YouTube for a long time until more recently. And what I've done is I've uploaded all of my old stuff, most of my old stuff, not all my old stuff, but most of my old stuff that was like archived on my disk drive thing. And then the new stuff. So if you want to see what I looked like in 2007, you can. I mean, it's ridiculous, but you can actually see how old I've got. Let me have a look. So I've got a few different playlists. So on a playlist is, let's have a look. It's hard to keep track of it all, to be honest. Playlists. Really old videos. So there's 219 really old videos. And if I look up the videos, does it have the dates on them? No, damn it. Anyway, if you look at the first, I can roughly tell you what the dates were just by the background. Wow. Yeah, so there's 2007, 2008, 2000. The first one, why has that not got the date on it? I don't understand. Oh, I found one with the date on. It is, it's an archive, 10-minute relaxation session, 25th of April 2007. And it's in black and white. But I look young. And also, when I talk, I'm like, hello, welcome to jasonnewland.com. No, it's www.jasonnewland.com. My name's Jason Newland. In fact, I used to say Newland. I used to pronounce it wrong. I've got such a high voice. I mean, I was 36 back then. I'm now 55. So I was a youngster. I was like just a kid, really. But that's... you know what? There is part of me that wishes that I'd continued doing the YouTubes and I hadn't deleted my channel and lost all those subscribers that I had and all those views that I had, and I lost a lot of videos as well. But yeah, I do. You know, it's a little bit sad. I uploaded all these last year, so I've managed to get up some subscribers back, and some, like a lot of like new subscribers. But I've managed to occasionally get subscribers from the past that have said like, "Wow, I can't believe you're back. It's been forever. I used to listen to you 10 years ago," stuff like that, or whenever I was last on YouTube. Mind you, I did have a YouTube channel and I uploaded stuff in 2016, and then that channel went. I'm not sure how long I had this one, but I do have some podcasts. So I've got Deep Sleep Whisper, and there's 482 episodes on there. I've got the Relax Hypnosis of Stress, Anxiety, Panic Attacks, another podcast. There's 239 recordings. And the Relax and Sleep with Jason Newland, the podcast episodes, so they're just like an image on the video, but you just play it in different various lengths. There are 1,169 on there. So all in all, there's a lot. of stuff. But I have 1,603 subscribers. So it's a very, it's a very slow process back. But I'm thinking one of the benefits there might be for someone like me, apart from having an itchy shoulder, is with the AI, which I've noticed is like I'm being bombarded with it now on YouTube and Facebook and stuff. Some of it is so obvious, but some of it isn't as obvious. Some of it's really funny. That's really, really, that I find funny. Some very funny videos done by AI, done on Sora. So some of those things I do actually enjoy watching. But not knowing what's real and what's not real is going to be more of an issue going forward, on YouTube and online. And so kind of putting my hat in the ring, as it were, to be one of those, obviously not an AI. I'd at least make myself less pink, you know what I mean? Because I've got a pink face. I'll do something different. Maybe give myself some hair, because I'm bald at the moment. I shaved it. I'm not actually bald, although I do have a bald patch. See the difference in sound? That's where the hair is, even though it's shaved pretty much. And that's the bit where there's hair. Now there's a bit where there's no hair. Well, it sounds like a fish is being slapped. Weird, isn't it? I didn't expect to do that on this video. I really didn't. I don't make notes, which is a good idea, really, for making videos. And if I did, I would have had to remember to slap your head, which would have been weird to look at. Slap my head? Yeah, slap your head. Someone, a dog walker, called me a slaphead yesterday, or the day before. She was about 90. And I didn't really know how to react to that. Wasn't quite sure, because I know she was just joking around, but I also know that I have to be a little bit careful what I say, because I might say something that is just joking around, which she might not like by accident. So I kind of just had to take it on the chin. Yeah. In my younger days, I might have kind of just pulled a wig off, said, yeah, so are you. It doesn't work if they've got hair and there's no wig, and it just turns into common assault, doesn't it? But I'm not that. What am I talking about, man? You're talking about pulling a wig off a 90-year-old. No, I'm not. I'm really not. You were. I just heard you. I'm not. So this is quite a long introduction, isn't it? Quite a long introduction. I guess I'm just trying to get used to being filmed again. Because being filmed is not a new thing to me, but it's something I haven't done very often for a while. And the setup I've got here is quite simple and possibly will be fine. The thing is, with YouTube, if I continue posting the podcast episodes, there's going to be a limit. It's limiting me to how many people will listen or view, because YouTube is still the place to go and watch videos. It's a video site, isn't it? And although YouTube does offer podcasts, I don't think the general public are really that bothered, because they've got Apple, they've got Spotify, they've got Amazon, they've got all different places to go to for that. And there's my website as well. So, what I might do is just do the I could just do the normal length video, but then if you want to listen to the versions 5 hour, 10 hour, whatever, you can just go to my website and you can just download them if you want. Perhaps, I don't know, perhaps, put those links on the YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Maybe a link to directly download and stuff. Or stream. Yeah, you can stream it on my website. Yeah, I could put the page, couldn't I? Stream this on my website. Ooh, yeah, that'd be nice. So, just gives a few more options. And also, it stops. I know some people get a little bit annoyed with being bombarded on their YouTube channel with like non-stop recordings from me, doing 6 a day, sometimes 12 a day if I do 2 recordings, sometimes 3 times that, 3 times 6, whatever that is. So if I do 3 recordings, so what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Vinnie, what are you doing? Sitting on my foot. Where was I? Oh, I've lost count. 1, 2. Oh, I'm not going to do it. So, yeah, I imagine that's a little bit annoying. Getting like lots of new recordings from me every day. So this way, there'll just be 1 or 2. If I make I might make another recording, more than 1 recording in a day. But ultimately, it'll just be the 1 version, not the 5 hour, 10 hour, and all that stuff. And then there'll be links that you can stream those particular recordings. Yeah. Wow. That's really exciting. That sounded a little bit insincere, didn't it? But I wasn't being insincere. I wasn't honest. I wonder if I've actually got CapCut installed. Not installed, but updated. Because I don't know if I've got a subscription with them. Subscription. It's testing the environment. Why are you testing it for? Have you seen on Facebook all these AI images of celebrities with confirm? What's this doing it for? I've got to edit this, get rid of the sound. With birthday cakes with a date. There was one with Sylvester Stallone with 100 happy birthday, Sylvester Stallone 100 today. I mean, he's not 100 years old. He's like 79, I think. And then there was one for, and they even deceased celebrities with their birthdays. They had Clint Eastwood with 101. I mean, I think he is in his 90s now, but it's like, come on. Why? I don't know why. Do you know why? Anyone? I kind of don't really know what the point is in all that. What, you know? So should we got, oh, I've got to purchase that, so it's £20, £21.99. Do you want to allow public and private networks to access this app? Allow. And then £21.99 a month. So that's done. So now it's, because the thing is, right, if I use it, it allows me to do a short video for free. Won't let me do like an hour or an hour and a half. So yeah, it's all right, but it doesn't work for everything. It's weird though, because I'm not sure I'm looking down here. Has that got any of the old videos? Has it? I suppose it has. There just doesn't seem to be the video with the backdrop that I've got now. Oh yes, there is. Blimey. Wow. What on earth is there? I've got a video here. 17.8 gigabytes. 1 minute 41 seconds. No, 1 hour and 41 minutes and 8 seconds. And I've not even... I've done nothing with it. Why have I done nothing with it? I must have just got fed up. Let me just have a look. I'm going to take the volume off and just like see what it says. At the beginning of this recording, I think I might have mentioned that the backdrop was very messy. It hasn't changed since I did this recording, which was a while back. Why didn't I actually edit it and turn it into a recording though? That's a question. I don't have an answer for it, but that's a question. Oh well, there must have been a reason. I think it might have been. I think I know what it was. It was broken to so many parts. It annoyed me to try and catch up with it all. And if it was like an hour and a half solid video and there was loads of editing to do, I think it was just maybe a little bit too much for me on that date. Yeah, it might have just been a frustration issue. I might just been a bit like, or if it was during the time that I was visiting Uncle Sausage's, then I just didn't have the time to do it. I might have made the video and realised that actually I didn't have 5 hours to spare to be doing that. I wanted to just go to bed. So I did the podcast and then just, moved on. Yeah, possibly that's what it was. So I'm supposed to be talking about Trivia Tuesday, so we can still do that. I'm just a little bit late. So on a Tuesday, generally, I was trying to get some kind of regular routine going. So up till for a while, I had Monday's boring objects. I had Trivia Tuesday, Whisper Wednesday, although that's not been that regular, and Q&A Friday, and Sunday's papers. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. So it's 5 out of 9 days, whatever is in a week. So I'm thinking, one of the problems with that is I'm lazy, so I don't like to have to do anything. But one of the other problems is I do like to just chat about nothing, and that is kind of the point of the podcast. But at the same time, it can be a little bit more interesting, or I don't know. I've had some pleasant feedback for the Monday's boring objects, and for Trivia Tuesday, and for Wednesday, Whisper Wednesday, from a couple. Hardly anyone on my Facebook group likes the Whisper Wednesday. But whenever I make a Whisper Wednesday, that gets a lot of views, or a lot of listens. So it's one of those things. It's almost like those that like it generally don't want to let me know, apart from a couple of people that do. Ben being one of them. Wow, I'm just looking at this list. So I don't normally prepare for what I'm going to do, except on Q&A Fridays I prepare in a sense of I ask on my Facebook group, are there any questions for this coming Friday's Q&A Friday? And then I put the date, which will be the 18th, I do believe, or 17th. Yeah, 17th. And then so I've got the questions, I start the recording, I don't plan what I'm going to say, I just say whatever comes into my mind, I just answer the questions. But then on a Monday's boring objects, I kind of try and think of an object or a subject to talk about, and then I talk about it. But there might be a little bit of preparation, just trying to think of something, but that's it. And then Trivia Tuesday, I do ask ChatGPT to come up with 10 possibilities of a subject which I could do a Trivia Tuesday about. And not always, sometimes I just think of one myself, but I kind of been doing a lot of them over the years or over the time, so I'm always looking for something a little bit different. Yeah, so today I asked for 10, and the one I chose was The strangest things people have tried to sell online. So this is trivia about actual eBay listings, like a ghost in a jar, or one slightly used soul. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, that's it. So there's a list here of 50, and there's also a link to where they got them. Some of them are from Time magazine, How Stuff Works, New Zealand Herald, Bangor Daily newspaper, what's that? Nashua Telugu. Something, I don't know what that is. Wired, The Guardian. Now, some of these might be completely made up. Not by me, but it might not be true. So, as I like to say with any of these kinds of situations, is try not to get into an argument with someone and quote what I've told you, because it might just not be true. I would go even further and say try not to get into an argument about someone anyway, especially over who's right and who's wrong, because it's pointless. There's an old saying, isn't it? You can choose to be right, or you can choose to be happy. I think there's a few choices in between, but I understand where it's coming from, because if you have to be right, you're going to be miserable in life. Virgins, this is the first one. This is the first one. I don't know why I said that twice. I don't know why I said it twice. I really don't. Virgin Mary grilled cheese sandwich, 28,000. This was on sale for 28,000. Right, okay, so I need to make sure there's no volume on this. Okay, actually I'm going to go through these because this is Wired. Wired? No, Weird. This is Time magazine, and it's listing loads of stuff that's been sold on eBay. So let's have a look. A grilled cheese sandwich which purportedly bore a portrait of the Virgin Mary, sold for 28,000 in 2004. The Florida woman who had it made 10 years earlier said it never went mouldy. So that's the secret to not having mouldy food. A grilled cheese sandwich. 10 years. Now, I've had a sandwich in a bag, cheese. Doesn't last long. Now, I'm guessing that she froze it. But even after 10 years, there's not going to be much left. That's not going to be a juicy grilled cheese sandwich after 10 years. Even if it's frozen, once you defrost it, that's just going to be, I don't know what. I'm not sure what that noise was I made, but because you can't leave something in the freezer for forever, unfortunately. I mean, maybe there are freezers you can do that with. Maybe there are some foods that you can do that with. I don't know. I mean, Walt Disney's head has been in a freezer, isn't it, for about 70 years, so I don't know. Who knows? Clippings, maybe they drew a picture of Virgin Mary on his forehead or something to keep it fresh. Clippings of Justin Bieber's hair fetched $40,668 in 2011. The pop star had gifted his hair to Ellen DeGeneres. DeGeneres, who decided to put them up for auction. The proceeds went to an animal rescue organisation. Okay, that's nice. A latex Casey Anthony mask, originally made for a parody video, sold for $999,900 in 2011. It was billed as possibly the most frightening mask on the planet. The latex Casey Anthony. Who's Casey Anthony? Don't know. Justin Timberlake's half-eaten French toast, left behind after an interview with a New York radio station, sold for $1,025 in 2000. A DJ put the leftover breakfast up for auction. That was loud, wasn't it? And a 19-year-old superfan placed the winning bid. I don't really know what to say about that. Why? That is the only thing. Why? Add space on a guy's foreskin in the form of a temporary tattoo went for $37,375 in 2005. A company called SnoreStop used web developer Andrew Fisher's face to advertise its snoring remedy. His face? What do you mean his face? Oh, on the guy's forehead. Sorry. 2005? You know what? Here's a question. If someone offered you, if you decided to have advertising space on your forehead, how much would you want for that? Bearing in mind, it's kind of permanent. I mean, you can have adverts removed, but if it's pretty much a permanent thing, flappy ears, how much would you want? Because 37 grand 20 years ago, probably the equivalent of about 50 grand now. So, I don't know. It depends what it was. I mean, I suppose I could advertise condoms. Just be the advert, like. I don't know how that would work. I don't know. Have an advert, go to college, or you'll end up like me. Yeah. I'd want more than 37 grand though. I'd need enough to last me till, till retirement and stuff. Million? For £1,000,000, you can tattoo a willy on my forehead. Probably for £1,000,000, you can put a real one. No. A suit of armour for a guinea pig fetched... Oh dear. A suit of armour for a guinea pig fetched $1,150 in 2013. The creator promised that the tiny handmade suit and matching helmet would keep a guinea pig protected and secure in all situations. It's a general question, why? That's coming up a lot with these, why? Right. A suit of armour for a guinea pig. Former Toronto. I'm just picturing the guinea pig with a suit of armour and a little javelin stick thing. On a horse, but I suppose it wouldn't be on a horse, would it? What could it be on? An otter? A mole? I don't know. A rabbit? Yeah, a rabbit. Maybe that'd be a good size. Former Toronto mayor Rob Ford's tie, which he wore when he confessed to smoking naughty stuff at a 2013 news conference, sold for $1,445 in 2015. The so-called naughty tie, I'm not going to read that out, features logos of several NFL teams. They actually found traces of illegal powdered substance in, I think it was the House of Lords yesterday. I think it was. It was somewhere political in this country. Former Toronto, okay. Pharrell in famous brown fedora. It's infamous, which he wore at the 2014 Grammys, sold for $44,100. The winning bidder, fast food chain Arby's. I've never heard of Arby's. What's Arby's? Which has pointed out that Pharrell's hat greatly resembled the one in its logo. Oh. But if they used that hat to promote their product, then surely don't they have to pay Pharrell for using his likeness or his image? I don't know. I don't know what Arby's is though. Vinny, go away please, thank you. A fun-filled weekend with 4 Australian men went for $920 in 2006. The men said that they wouldn't pay for travel costs, but promised a weekend full of some beers, some snags, some good conversation, and a hell of a lot of laughs. Someone please explain to me what snags are. Some beers, some snags. What's a snag? So you're going to go for a weekend away with 4 complete strangers? You have to pay your own travel fare, have to pay your own costs, and it costs nearly $1,000 to get there. No, to buy the weekend. But they do promise you some snags. That's good. Beatrice, not Beatrice Potter, Princess Beatrice's royal wedding hat. I don't really know who she is. I think it's Princess Fergie's daughter, I think. So Princess Beatrice. Ooh, what's happened there? Oh my goodness. Oh, it's okay. I just managed to delete the page. I'm back. Princess Beatrice royal wedding hat, which some likened to a toilet seat. Wow, that's rude. Sold for £131,648 in 2011. Proceeds went to UNICEF and Children in Crisis. Cool. I mean, the fact that it went to charity is probably why it raised so much money. Plus, I imagine she moves around in well-off circles. So 131 grand. For some people, it's not a lot of money. I've not met anyone where it's not a lot of money, but for some people it's not. £131 is a lot of money to me. Sadly. William Shatner's kidney stone. Again, I don't know if this is in Time magazine online. So I'd think that they would check their facts, but according to this, in 2006, William Shatner's kidney stone fetched $25,000, raising money for a housing charity. And the actor said, "This takes organ donors to a new height, to a new low, maybe. How much is a piece of me worth?" Not 25 grand. He's doing amazing, isn't he? You think he's... What is he, 97 or 96? He's doing... like, wow. I used to like watching... We never really got it in this country. Didn't get the show, but I saw one episode, unless I saw it online. But it was William Shatner, George Foreman, it was like 4 grumpy old men doing stuff. And all arguing with each other, and which is weird because you wouldn't think anyone would argue with George Foreman, regardless of what age he was at the time. You know, you have to be pretty silly to get an argument with him. Even now, if I say something bad about George Foreman, I would still hide. Seriously, it's just that was a scary dude. In the ring, outside of the ring, I know he's lovely. I'm trying to think who else is in that show, but I know that William Shatner and George Foreman, I don't think they got on so well, because William Shatner was just moaning the whole time. But I like that. That makes me laugh. Seeing old people moan, it just makes me. It's always tickled me. I do. I like it. I don't want to be around it all the time, but it does make me. In fact, anyone moaning sometimes is just funny to watch. It's funny to listen to them. It's one of those things. Just we've all got our own little thing, haven't we? That and chocolate. I like chocolate as well. A Lunch with Warren Buffett. I'm sorry, I've got to take it back. I need to find out who was in that in that TV show. Because I'm sure it was like a basketball player as well. TV show with William Shatner, George Foreman, okay, it's going to tell me, come on, that's Better Late Than Never. It's a travel related or reality TV show, 2016 to 2018. Oh, William Shatner, George Foreman, Terry Bradshaw, don't know who he is, Henry Winkler. So I need to look up who Terry Bradshaw is. And then they had Jeff Dye as their younger travel companion guide. It was a funny show. I wonder where I can watch it, because it is something that I would want to watch from start to finish. Terry Bradshaw. Oh, I know Terry Bradshaw. Blimey. Terry Bradshaw. He used to be an American professional football quarterback. But he's an actor, isn't he? Isn't he been in acting? Maybe not. I'm thinking of someone else. He looks very similar to someone out of Game of Thrones. Oh well. So, of course, Henry Winkler. Hey, ooh, the Fonz. I was surprised. What's that TV show with the Fonz in? No, not Happy Days. More recently. It's about like a hitman. Let's have a look. Hitman TV show. I watched every episode. Barry. So he was so good in that. I would argue the best part of that show was Henry Winkler, because of just the character. I know he didn't play himself, he played Gene Corsinoa or whatever. So good. And it makes me wonder what we've missed out on all these years, because I know he's done other stuff, I know that obviously, and I know that he was in quite a few movies with, what's his name? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at his... He's done so much in his life that his filmography is a separate page for some reason. Why? Why though? Post Happy Days. So he couldn't get much acting roles afterwards. I knew that, was saying it here. And I started seeing him in movies from... Where's his thing? Where's his filmography? It's not on there. That's weird. Oh, it's rubbish day tomorrow. This is when I always hear people downstairs like going into the cupboard. List of Winkler performances. I don't know why they did that. As they hid it. Lords of Flatbush. I don't remember seeing that. I might have done. So, and these are movies. So let's move away from movies and TV shows. TV shows, Happy Days, 1974 to 74 to 84. I didn't realise that Happy Days started in 1974 when I was 4 years old. Wow. It was in all 255 episodes. Wow. And then he was in Mork and Mindy for the episode pilot in 1978. But that was... But Mork appeared in an episode of Happy Days, though, didn't he, before that? And he was in Joni Loves Chachi. Just, I think, like a couple of episodes. MacGyver, One Christmas. He just hasn't been in a huge amounts of... He was in Arrested Development. 32 episodes. Oh, right, I haven't got to those episodes yet. I will look forward to that. He was in Royal Pains, 25 episodes. Oh. And he was in... Why is it hiding, the TV show that we were just talking about? Barry. He was the main role. He was one of... I mean, Barry was the main role, but he was one of the main roles, yeah. So, this is what I liked, is... So I forgot there's a video there, I should look up more often. Adam Sandler had him in his movies, didn't he? So he was in... Oh, Rob. Oh, that's nice. Ron Howard's second theatrical film as a director. He was in that. Night Shift. That's nice. That's good. The Waterboy. I remember he was the coach. Adam Sandler. So I'm guessing Adam Sandler he was a hero of Adam Sandler's. So he had him in his movie. It was a cameo position. It says he was in Click. But I thought he was in some of the other... Oh, he was in Little Nicky. Blimey, he was in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He was in 5 movies with Adam Sandler. So... I knew he was in some movies. I didn't realise he was in that many. The Waterboy, I remember. So it was first film of Adam Sandler, The Waterboy in '98, and then a cameo in Little Nicky. Then he was in Click. Then he was in Don't Mess with a Sohan. And he was in Sandy Wexler. That was a good movie, actually. I quite liked that. It's very different from the normal kind of Adam Sandler stuff. In fact, I would say a film I liked about Adam Sandler, because he's kind of gone to Netflix, hasn't he? He's kind of made Netflix his home. But he's done a few movies that I quite like, but they're very different from what he used to do. Oh. Billy Madison, 95. Okay. Where is his full award? Where's Adam Sandler again? Why are they hiding his movies? I'll tell you why. I don't know why. Oh, they're not. Oh, they are. Discography. Oh, he did music. Going Overboard. Shakes the Clown, Coneheads. He was in Coneheads. And then he was in Airheads. Is it the same kind of film? Mixed Nuts, then Billy Madison. So he was the screenwriter. Happy Gilmore, the star and the screenwriter. I think The Wedding Singer was his really big movie, wasn't it? That was I know he did Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, but I'm pretty sure that The Wedding Singer, it's made for 18 million, 123 million at the box office. And I can say without even looking that didn't happen with Billy Madison. No, 10 million budget, 26 million at the box office. And it definitely didn't happen with Happy Gilmore. 12 million, 41 at the box office. So, I like both those movies. But I think The Waterboy was his big, huge movie. Who was that with? Was that Drew Barrymore? Yeah. Did I tell you I met Drew Barrymore once? I did. In a comedy club in the 90s, late 90s, I think it was. Yeah. I mean, she pretended she wasn't Drew Barrymore, and she put on an English accent, and admittedly she did look very different. She was much taller than she looked. I mean, she doesn't look 6'2" in the movies. And yeah, she's Spanish. But yeah, it looks different in real life. I quite like that movie. Big Daddy. So after that, The Waterboy. I think they're the movies that he's most kind of like Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, The Waterboy, Little Nicky, Mr. Deeds. I think they're the ones where he's kind of kind of the boss, like they're the ones that he wanted to do, like he wanted to make. I mean, it's because he's the screenwriter for Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, The Waterboy, Big Daddy. Oh yeah, did I mention Big Daddy? Little Nicky. So he's a screenwriter for all of those, which just shows you. That makes sense, really, doesn't it? Because they're the ones that he loved. So, Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, The Waterboy, Big Daddy, and Little Nicky, which I think they're his best movies. Yeah, they're his best movies. I did like Little Nicky. Yeah, 2000. Anyway, the movie I was talk about, he's done quite a few where he's the writer and the director. Or is a director or producer? Producer. So he's the actor, producer and screenwriter in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 movies. Wow. The last one was Happy Gilmore 2. What's the one that I quite like that he did? It's about a bloke that does shoes. Oh, he did Grown Ups as well. and grown-ups too. Wait a minute, where is it? The Ridiculous Six. He writ and produced that as well. The Do-Over. No, Sandy Wexler, Puppy, Uncut Gems, Norm Macdonald. This is not what I'm looking for. It was a Netflix. Well, I don't know if it was a Netflix movie, but it was him where he's making shoes. He makes shoes. Look at the camera. You're on camera. I know. I keep forgetting. Making shoes. Grown-ups just goes to Mucky Larson, Jack and Jill, that's my boy. Hotel Transylvania. Here Comes a Balloon, Blended. The Cobbler. 11 years ago. It was 2014. Wow. I like that though. Right, getting back to the thing. A cornflake shaped. Oh, look at this. A lunch with Warren Buffett. Sold for $2.3 million in 2015. The chairman of Chinese gaming company Dalian Zeus Entertainment placed the winning bid and proceeds went to charity. The previous year, a Singaporean businessman paid £2.2 million for the annual lunch. Wow. Is the lunch included? Because that would be a deal breaker. You know, the lunch has to be included because you spend $2 million. You don't have to fork out. In fact, you don't have to want to take your credit card with you, do you, really? A cornflake shaped like Illinois went for $1,350 in 2008. Two sisters from Virginia, not Illinois, put it up for sale, and the owner of a trivia website bought it for his travelling museum. Okay, a Dorito shaped like the Pope's hat sold for $1,209 in 2005. The buyer, online casino goldenpalace.com, bit of an advert there, I suppose, also known for buying the Virgin Mary grilled cheese. Mind you, I suppose they do that and they've got their name imprint, haven't they? A barbecue pit the size of a bus, which stretched 75 feet in length and featured 7 smoke stacks, sold for $350,000 in 2015. Dubbed the indisputable Cuz. It can cook 4 tons of meat at once. I'm not sure if they meant to say dubbed the indisputable because it can cook 4 tons of meat at once, or it is actually called the undisputable Cuz, and then it can cook 4 tons of meat at once. Why would you want to cook 4 tons of meat at once? 4 tons of anything. A box of 10 Twinkies sold for $59.99 back in 2012, following the announcement that Hostess was closing its factories. Panic spread and many Twinkie hoarding entrepreneurs hope to cash in. I've only had Twinkies once. Someone bought some Twinkies for me. sent them to me, and they are nice. We just don't have them here. The original Hollywood sign sold for $450,400 in 2005. The seller had bought the seller had bought the sign 2 years before from a man who acquired it after the city put up a new sign in 1978. Okay. This I don't get. The meaning of life. Sold for £3.26. No, $3.26. In 2000. The seller wrote, "I have discovered the reason for our existence and will be happy to share this information with the highest bidder." 8 people were curious enough to place bids. What was the answer, though? That's the question. What's the meaning? I mean, a single cornflake sold for $1.63, £1.20 in 2004. The seller, an English university student, said there were no takers at first. Or, there were no takers at first. eBay had told him to withdraw the listing because he had no best before date, but he managed to complete the transaction just in time. Why didn't he just was he hoping to sell the whole box separately for £1.20 each, which meant he'd have made, I don't know, so 1,000 in each box, 500, I don't know. I've never had time, well, I've had time, but I've never got round to counting a whole box full of cornflakes. Do you have cornflakes where you live? You might not have them. You might be wondering, flakes of corn? Like sweet corn, you mean? Britney Spears' alleged pregnancy test, acquired by an Ottawa radio station, went for $5,000 in 2005. It was apparently found in the garbage outside Spears' Los Angeles home. The buyer once again was goldenpalace.com. I do wonder if this is just Time magazine's putting an advert, because they've mentioned goldenpalace.com twice, 3 times, 4 times a lady. Oh. Okay. I'm just going back. Let's see if there's any other stuff that I've got that I can that I haven't mentioned. Oh, U2 video prop clock, bomb style, $800, 2007 on eBay. Ghost in a jar. Notorious auction reached $50,000. Winning bid didn't pay. eBay. Couldn't really take them to court for that, though, could you? Yeah. Yeah, they said they were going to buy my product, but they didn't. They bidded 50 grand, but they didn't pay. Where's the product, sir? You want to see it? Yeah. Oh, you don't want to see it, do you? You don't want to see it. It's not. Yeah. Well, it is a jar. So you're going to. Someone was willing to pay you 50 grand for a jar. No, it's the contents. So someone's willing to pay you 50 grand for an empty jar. No. Well, what's inside it then? Oh, forget it. Forget it. I'm not bothered anymore. Oh. You couldn't go through like, well, actually, it's a ghost. It's a ghost in a jar. You'd probably get done for contempt of court, wouldn't you? Oh, let's have a look. So I'm just looking through this. I think most of them have been done. Scarlett Johansson's used signed tissue. Got 5,300 in 2008 on eBay. And Britney Spears' used chewing gum. 14,000. I mean, how would you even know? How would you know? How would you maybe it doesn't matter if it's haunted rubber ducky, £107.50. I think I've been wasting my time all these years. I could have just sold made up stuff on eBay all these years ago. Wow. This just autographed air guitar. I'll say it one more time. Autographed air guitar. Listed for $15 and sold. A novelty sale. Mid-2000s. But it's okay, ladies and gentlemen. It was free delivery. Thank you very much. Absolutely ridiculous, some of these things. Oh, I had this story. I'm probably telling you a little bit too late in the recording, but this lady who's she walks her dog sometimes. It's Archie's mum, and Vinny's friends of Archie. She said that she was walking through an alleyway, and there was another dog there with the owner. And the other dog said, or the other person with the dog said, I can't believe it. I just brought him out, and he's just done a poo on the floor. But I've come out without any poo bags. I don't suppose you've got one, have you? So Archie's mum said, yeah, it's fine. So she gets in a bag and pulls it out, and the other woman says thanks and walks off, leaving her to pick the poo up. Wow, honestly, it made me laugh. I might tell that story again tomorrow at the beginning of the recording, because that's worth repeating. Phenomenal. Anyway, that is the end of this here recording. Thank you for listening. Remember to be kind to yourself, because you do deserve to be happy, and be gentle with yourself. You deserve to feel safe. Lots of love.